So the D-line's going to spread out. A first carry for Samaje Perine. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Cousins a handoff. This is Perine. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And, oh, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward at the 36.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Cousins now on second down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw is Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let him outside where they can really shred your defense.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. A handoff as they run the counter play. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Looking to throw. Cook. And his throw here is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Third and 4. Off the play fake. Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. To throw on second down. Cook under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Trent Murphy in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Operating from the gun. Cook going to throw deep for the end zone. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball. He's got daylight. The 40, 30, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Throwing to start the drive. Cook. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Might have needed just one more block as it stands, 37-yard return. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught in the end zone. It's Dotson for the Redskins touchdown. Josh Dotson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They go play action here on 1st down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. Now they try the right side here. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Looking to throw on second down. Cook throwing the out route and complete. That's Shepard. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
To throw on second down. Cook. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun. Cook. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
And here's Marshall. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Cousins on 1st down. This one complete to Jordan Reed. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They just do get the play off. Now Cousins. Caught on the right side, Reed. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Second down, Cousins. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Terrell Pryor that time. And it's third down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Cousins gives this to Pirine. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Giants. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hurry up, here we go. No. Check, Patriot.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cook. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Cook. And that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. It's Pirine to begin the drive. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Again, here's Pirine. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Redskins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Cousins. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Redskins send out their punter. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 20. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Off-play action. Cook eluding the pressure right. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On 1st and 10, Cook. Looking for Shepard deep. And this will be caught inside the 10. What a grab. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Looking to throw. Cook. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But the Redskins look to get this one back. And indeed they did. It's still Washington football.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And we've seemingly lost communication with Larry. Good news, though, both teams somehow already back on the field and ready for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Set. Green, 39. All right, now look at 56.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to throw. Cook over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Giants on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12.
Now let's go. Boom, landed. No. Check. Patriot. Leopard. Set. Detroit.
Operating from the gun. Cook. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be marked down deep in Washington territory. A big gain of 38 there on third down. Red zone opportunity.
Let's go. Boom, landed.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Detroit. Set. Boom, landed.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Now it's Brinza to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. The drive starts with a handoff to P-Ryan. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Pryor has it complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. So the D-line's going to spread out. Cousins now. And he'll get nothing out of that one. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. The Redskins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that, that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. If you got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Here we go now.
Throwing on first down. Cook. Throw left side complete. It's Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all to put it.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And that is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Redskins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever. From the gun, here's Cousins. And Reed with it over the middle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins, and he's got Moncrief. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Dante Moncrief, 76 yards. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And to give this time to the tailback. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Second down following the run. Looking to throw. Cook. Looking for his receiver. Sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Following the interception, Cousins. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. A second down throw for Cousins. They'll drop it off to Pirine, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
carry for P. Ryan. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Cousins. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Dante Moncrief, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And the Giants ready to come out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Off the play fake. Cook escaping the pressure right. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. to throw. Cook. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down near the 48-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Off play action. Cook rolling to his right. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go now. 3-19.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here. Not done in the 4th. Here to his running back. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Giants on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Cook looking for Shepard deep. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Cousins. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins. He finds his target, it's Crowder. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Cousins again. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Here we go now.
Shepard will go in motion right.
Watching that, Barney.
On first down, Cook. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. On first and 10, Cook. And he will find his man on the outside. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. To throw on second down, Cook. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jonathan Allen in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. To throw on third down, Cook. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
All right, here we go. Over. Gone.
Halfback sent in motion. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Throwing here, Cousins looking for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Setting up the screen to Pirine. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Redskins on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw, Cousins. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe just sitting on it, trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Cousins here to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to